Activities marking the end of Ramadan may have long passed, but residents of Fulani settlements in the nation's federal capital are still celebrating the end of the 30-day fast. 2 weeks after the Eid celebrations, Kawu residents are marking the Sharo festival, where young men engage in combat to win the hearts of young girls they desire to marry. Our community report tonight takes a look at how Sharo tradition is still thriving despite civilization gradually eroding the celebrations.
On this untarred road, we travel to Kawu, a Fulani-dominated community in the nation's capital. It's a quiet community without basic amenities such as water, hospitals, and roads. But the residents take delight in their festival as young girls and boys begin preparations to celebrate Sharo, a common festivity among Fulani people. It takes place 2 weeks after the month of Ramadan. One after the other, they gather in this open space for the celebration.
Wannan wasan muna yin shi saboda murnan kowane sallah muna yin irin wannan wasan don mu tuna da kakanninmu da muka same su mun same su na yi wannan al'adan shine yasa ba na son mu daina wannan al'adan kowane shekara za mu dinga muna yi wannan wasan ranar talata ne muke yin shi kowane rana muna yin shi daga da yamma an fi haduwa amma yanzu mutanen ne yanzu sai an kal da muna wasa ana haddasa muna yi amma yanzu yan bangogin nan da suke suna takura mu su ne suka hana mu akwai majaje ba wai babu majaje masu yin saro din nan dan dai kawai suna hana mu ne saboda yanzu mutanen ne sun sanja ba kaman da ba.
The festival entails that young men show their bravery and endurance in the face of pressure to win the hearts of their ladies. However, this is one of the nation's culture that is fast eroding.
Da wani tashin hankali ba. Mu al'adar mu gaskiya muna yin wa'isu abubuwa da dama amma abubuwan da ya kamata a yi shi mu abun da muka gada a da soro muka yi. To yanzu gaskiya soron da aka yi abun nan ya kamata da za a yi shi a wannan gurin nan. To yanzu an daga shi. Yanzu an komar da shi yanzu kasuwan Kagarko za a yi shi. Gaskiya bukin sallah ne kawai muke wannan wasa. Mun ba bukin sallah ba mu irin wannan wasan nan ta wurare da dama muna zuwa amma sai da kamar ranar sallah haka shine muke zuwa wuri mu yi wasan mu tashi lafiya.
Festivals such as this have the capacity to be a top revenue earner for the country if properly harnessed. However, with the poor state of infrastructure to communities like Kawu, it will take more than promoting culture for this festival to attract tourists to the community.
Forgiveness, reconciliation, and restitution are the messages at the one-year remembrance church service in honor of 180 persons that died in the attack on communities of Gashishi district in Bakinladi local government area of Plateau State. Speakers at the special service held in Jos reiterate the importance of peaceful coexistence among the people, which they say can only be achieved by forgiving one another of any wrong, as well as restitution for lasting peace in the area.
23rd of June 2018 remains indelible in the minds of members of 10 communities in Gashishi district of Barikinladi local government area of Plateau State. A day that 180 persons, including children, the aged, as well as women and men, were killed in various attacks across the community. And 1 year after, there are no significant rebuilding of the affected houses, especially the Kokin church in Gashishi that is now dilapidated. This remembrance service is held at the Church of Christ of Nations in Anguldi, just south local government area, in commemoration and honor to the victims of the attack as they gather to offer prayers and thanksgiving.
Remembrance of our fathers, mothers, children, pastors, who through exemplary virtue of hard work in their farmlands, mining sites, buying and selling in the market square, in the four corners of their homes and some embarking on journey, all borders same day, numbering 188. These are our heroes whom we continue to draw inspiration to the day of judgment. The law is saying we should forgive. Brothers and sisters, next the person who knows God to be able to do something that glorifies God. I pray that you will glorify God.
Also at the event, the senator representing Plateau North is advocating for restitution and resettlement of those displaced from their ancestral homes.
In the process of resettling communities, those that are occupying the displaced communities, forcefully occupying those lands, must be vacated so that the rightful owners should be resettled. And that issue of resettlement is key and is paramount and is critical. That is why we in the National Assembly we need to give the necessary legislative intervention that will ensure the implementation of that policy that will now bring about the resettlement of the displaced persons.
With peace gradually returning to the communities after their return to their ancestral homes, residents are asking the government to intensify efforts in the resettlement of the displaced while providing adequate security in the areas as promised by them.
The Anambra State Governor, Willie Obiano, has called on traditional rulers to revise certain cultures and traditions threatening to undermine growth and development. He was speaking at the inauguration of the 8th session of the State Traditional Rulers Council Summit held in Awka, the state capital. The meeting is the first gathering of traditional rulers from the 8 states of the former Eastern region after the Civil War.
Governor Willie Obiano arrives at the venue of the 8th session of the Anambra State Traditional Rulers Council Summit in Awka. Traditional leaders from the 8 states in the southeast and south-south are meeting to discuss issues pertaining to the growth and development of the region.
Was also recognize the presence of His Majesty.
The chairman of the Anambra State Traditional Rulers Council notes that the annual meeting affords them the opportunity to review both social and cultural activities in the state and share ideas.
It was chosen to challenge Ndi Igbo to think inwards and rediscover themselves as a basis for genuinely relating on the level with other ethnic nationalities in the country.
The State Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Matters frowns at the increasing power tussle and other divisive activities between leaders, particularly on issues of land grabbing.
The truth can always be said anywhere. The issue of land, selling of land, communal land, we have to put some brakes on it in order for peace, to reign in our communities.
Governor Willie Obiano appreciates the topic of the summit and charges them to help stop the misinterpretation of culture and language.
I am very, very happy. One of the things you should be considering here is this anglicization of Igbo names. That is unacceptable. There's something like that.
It goes into other critical issues such as the eradication of the Osu caste system, the state health insurance scheme, and a 20 million naira per community project, while appealing to the traditional rulers to hold more discussions about the issues.
Our flagship project, that is the Choose Your Project, 20 million per community, is also a very laudable project. I'm very impressed with over 80%. What 80% of communities are able to do with the first 20 million users community project, the second, and because of how impressed I am, we are about to start the third one.
The Igbo kingship is very critical and makes for growth and development of communities where kings are instituted. The 2019 Anambra Traditional Rulers Summit aims to leave participants better informed about the evolution of the kingship in Igbo land to help bury the assertion the Igbo nation has no kings.
And now to the arts. Contemporary artist Eva Obodo presents Packages, an exhibition of his recent works of art at the Art House Space in Lagos.
Ngwongwo, translated as Packages in English, is the title of this solo show at the Space in Lagos, done by Eva Obodo, a contemporary artist who is unafraid to delve into experimental waters.
Ngwongwo is a metaphor for life, as I see it. If you look at life, you discover that all about life is about packaging. The way people package themselves, the type of clothes they wear, the way government package the policies they implement. If it is poorly packaged, the public will reject it. The way industries package the products. So everything you do in life is about packaging. And that means we are going to have a lot of meanings coming from different exhibits we have here.
This artist has a knack for trying something new, and he brings that to his exhibition space, where he uses discarded and found objects to create.
In this work, like you see here, which is jute work, titled Python Dance, you look at it as a painting, even though it is a sculpture. So in that means I have tried to use the basic design elements like line, like color, like texture to make my statement. And in the other one, which is charcoal, or the other series, which are charcoal works, you discover that it is similar. The color of the metal wires, the color of charcoal, and sometimes acrylics are used to simulate certain things, certain ideas that you can find within our environment. So in other words, it is not just about sculpture or about painting, it is about statement.
The subject is different, as it connects the socio-political and economic dots between individuals and their society. But the viewer will have to follow the twists and turns Mr. Obodo creates with his materials to get a clearer picture of the path this artist is leading them.
I live in an environment, and what happens in the environment affects me. So however it affects me determines the way I work my material. So whatever influence in terms of creative exploration that I have can be linked or connected to the material.
Eva Obodo is a multimedia visual artist working across painting, sculpture, and mixed media. He has participated in several exhibitions and is currently a sculptor, as well as an art education lecturer at the Department of Fine and Applied Art, University of Nigeria, Nsukka.